The primary issue plaguing Congress is the suffocating grip of hyper-partisanship, which has transformed the legislative process from a collaborative effort into a zero-sum game. Lawmakers are increasingly incentivized to prioritize party loyalty and ideological purity over compromise, effectively paralyzing the institution and preventing the passage of meaningful, long-term policy solutions. As a result, the focus shifts toward performative politics and viral soundbites rather than the substantive work of governing. The influence of concentrated wealth and special interest lobbying further distorts the priorities of elected officials. When campaigns require massive financial backing to survive, the legislative agenda often bends to accommodate the interests of donors rather than the needs of the general public. This dynamic creates a significant disconnect between the actions taken on the floor of the House and Senate and the actual concerns of the average citizen, fostering a deep sense of disillusionment and distrust in the democratic process. Structural impediments, such as the rigid seniority system and the strategic use of the filibuster, have entrenched a culture of stagnation. These mechanisms allow a minority of members to block legislation indefinitely, effectively granting veto power to individuals who are not accountable to the broader national interest. By making it nearly impossible to pass significant reforms, these procedural hurdles ensure that the status quo remains unchallenged, regardless of how outdated or ineffective existing policies may have become. A lack of transparency and the erosion of institutional norms have further degraded the legislative environment. When committee hearings are bypassed and major bills are drafted behind closed doors without public input, the democratic mandate is undermined. This opacity prevents citizens from holding their representatives accountable, as the mechanisms of power become increasingly opaque and inaccessible to those they are meant to serve. Ultimately, the dysfunction in Congress reflects a broader failure to adapt to a rapidly changing world. Without a fundamental shift toward campaign finance reform, more rigorous ethical standards, and a renewed commitment to bipartisan cooperation, the institution will continue to struggle with its core responsibilities. The path forward requires a populace that demands accountability and representatives who are willing to look beyond the next election cycle to secure the future of the nation.